Luke chapter 12. Number 13.
And one of the companies said unto
Kennedy,
him,
you know you have to do editing. Luke chapter 12, 13. I don't want to waste my voice on nonsense. So remove those things. So Luke, yes.
And one of the company said unto him,
yes,
Master, speak to my brother that he divide inheritance with me.
Yes, yes.
And he said unto him, Man, who made me a judge or a divider
Thank
over
you, Solomon. Go ahead. And he said unto them,
Take heed and beware of the covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth.
Yes.
And he spoke a parable unto them, saying,
yes,
the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful, and he thought within himself, saying, What shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruit?
And then he said, This will I do, and I will pull down my barn and build greater.
And there will I bestow all my fruit and my goods.
And I will
say to my soul, So thou hast much goods laid up for you.
And then thou take thy ease, drink, and eat, and be merry.
But God said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided?
And so is he that lay up treasure for himself,
and is not rich toward God.
He lays treasure for himself and is not rich towards God. The Bible said that is their common destiny, that they die suddenly. What the Bible interpreted here, that a man went to the bedroom and didn't come out, and all that died that way, it was evil that took them. Prosperity without God. They are rich, have big congregation, but they are not rich towards God. I believe in big congregation. We're going to swell up to 100,000 here now. You know, after this building, we're going to build a very fine church in this place. Beautiful church. I can sit about 4,005 here. Beautiful church, you know. You know, we're going to get the police, we're going to get the best architect in Lagos. Even if we have to pay him, we'll pay him somebody who is very gifted. Draw something that is very charismatic. Very beautiful. Glassy church. From up down. Because the land is by the road. I like things people talk about. Is it because God is not poor? Am I saying something? If you look at Matthew chapter 10, Jesus said, he said, fear one group. Not those that will kill the body, but those that can kill the body and destroy the soul. I'm going to be rounding up from there after we have read 10 of the book of Matthew. I'm going to go into issue of soul, the value of soul. Why you don't play with reading books, listening to CD, going to school, preparing your mind. All the women and men that have lasting testimonies has covenant with what they studied. 7:22 Acts of Apostle, Moses, wisdom of Egypt, mighty in word and deed. Jesus studied Christ, mighty in word and deed. John chapter 7, he's more learned than us, the Hebrew said. Hebrew Pharisees said. Now somebody whose soul is not learned, can he depend on darkness to apprehend the future? All ruling bodies in the stellar firmament are all light producing bodies. All. So there cannot be future if light is not produced, because everything on earth survives on light. Write it on your paper. Everything on earth survives on light. John 8:12, I am the light of the world. Malachi chapter 4:2, chapter 4:2, I'm the son of righteousness, illumine everybody. Psalm 84 verse 11, Jesus is son. Genesis chapter 1:14 to 18, God used them to change seasons. So how can somebody rule with God in all realms when the person is not luminary? The book of Matthew chapter 10 of the book of Matthew, somebody quickly, verse number 26. He said, fear them not,
Therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known.
Go ahead.
What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what you hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetop. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
That is what I'm looking for. And then the Lord began to connect that of the soul with avarice. One of the reasons why people hate to go to school is because they are greedy. They want to get money quick. Look at what the Bible says in the next verse. It says, even sparrows. I'm encouraged. 29. He said, are you 2 sparrows
sold for a farthing?
So one of them shall not fall onto the ground without your Father.
But the very hairs of your head are all numbered.
He said, fear not therefore.
Ye are of more value than many sparrows.
Yes. The Bible says that the God cares about ordinary sparrows. He said 2 sparrows, how much are they sold? Yet God cares for them. He said, why do you put a lot of attention on material things? And then the answer is, what do you need to put attention on? Soul prosperity. 3 John chapter 2. That will make you to rule with God. Soul prosperity. The book of 3 John 2. 3 John chapter 2. I'm going to be through. Thank you for hearing. The book of 3 John 2. Go ahead.
Beloved, I wish above all things.
I wish above all things.
Thou mayest prosper.
Thou mayest prosper.
And be in health.
And be in health.
Even as thy soul prospereth.
I want you to prosper as your soul prospereth. Now the answer is, how do you make your soul prosper? In 35:27 of the book of Psalm, God said, I delight in the prosperity of my people. How do you make it prosper? In Psalm 123, he said, those that will prosper will delight on the word. Because they will meditate on the word. They will study the word. The word will first of all convert them before the word will give them something. The word will convert them. The Bible said they shall delight. I'm about to round up Locust Army. And then pray briefly because I want to come back here in the evening. Hear me, Locust Army. It will not be difficult for you to know a child of God, a pastor that will go far. That pastor will delight in the word. The pastor will meditate on the word. Then the pastor will enjoy dominion, fruitfulness. That is what is in Psalm chapter 1:1-3. He said, he will delight. In Joshua chapter 1:8, he said, Joshua, don't take away your eyes from the book of the law. Now, let me round up. There are so many realms. The earth is a realm of man. Heaven, spiritual heaven, is a realm of God. The stellar heaven is a realm of the constellations. We have the realm of waters, the marine realm underneath the ocean. We have the realm of Satan. We have vegetable realms. We also have the realm of the dead. In all these realms, God is God in those realms. And God wants us to share power with him in those realms. The reason why Jesus, at the mention of the name of Jesus, every knee bow, is because Jesus is God in all realms. Outside Jesus, there is no prophet. There is a God in all realms. Anytime Jesus wants, he will appear in the marine. Anytime Jesus wants, he will appear in hellfire. Anytime Jesus wants, he will appear in the land of the dead. Anytime Jesus wants, he will land on earth. In Acts of Apostles chapter 9, when Apostle Paul was persecuting the church thinking that Jesus is dead, Jesus came down from heaven, from the realm of heaven, and smashed him in the realm of men. I want to tell you why it was possible. Then I'll stop. Kalama Sandalaba. Please don't relax. Sit up. Sit up. Don't relax. I want to say something that's very important. Something that only me can tell you. I want you to sit up. Sit up very well and hear me. I won't take another time. And you know there's no communion now. So the moment I finish preaching now, then I'll take offering and I'll close the church. I'll give you communion tomorrow evening into 7 days. And I don't want you to, because of the nature of this fast, I don't want you to eat communion. Some people are waiting to eat communion so that I better have come. No, it won't happen today. There is something that is a secret of this altar. I want to share with somebody. I know a kind of omnipotence. If you're here, you like power, sit up. Sit up. I want to give you a gift only me have. Only me and God have it. Sit up. Acts chapter 9. Open your Bible. If you're sleeping now, wipe your eyes. And if you understand what I'm about to say, don't fear anybody. Don't fear those that can kill body. And let me ask you to listen. People that protected their soul, their body can't be touched. When you hear that Chris Christian will not be sick anytime, that is my secret. Acts of Apostles chapter 9. If you understand this I'm talking about, if anybody mess you up, the result will come before again. God will come after him without even telling you. And do you know why Apostle Paul was persecuting the church? Church, do you know? Huh? He didn't know that Jesus. No, Apostle Paul didn't know this, and I know. If Apostle Paul knows this, and I know, he will not climb up behind a horseback and be prancing to go and persecute the church in Jerusalem, because he thought that Jesus is dead. He didn't know my king. Somebody who is a God can't die. Acts chapter 9 from verse 1.
And Saul, yet breathing out, threatening and slaughter against the disciples of the Lord, went unto the high priest,
desiring of him letters
to Damascus, to the synagogues,
that he should find any of this way, whether they be men or women, that he might bring them bound unto Jerusalem.
And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly
there
shined round about him a light from heaven.
And he fell to the earth,
and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me?
And I am Jesus whom thou persecutest. It is hard
to kick against the pricks.
For thee to kick against the pricks. I want to bring out two things from this story. Number one, Jesus intervened from the realm of spirits to the realm of man after death. He's still doing it now. He intervened because he shared power with God while on earth. Spirits are not allowed to function on earth after death. So what they do is to use somebody. Why did Jesus function on earth with his body after death? The answer is simple. He didn't lose his body because he was a God. I say he didn't lose his body. What falling down on Apostle Paul and breaking him down and further making him blind for 3 days. And the word that Jesus spoke to Apostle Paul was not in the realm of spirit. It was as a man, because it was recorded. They recorded it the way they recorded Apostle Paul's word. So Jesus spoke that word in the realm of man. So when he went to heaven, he was still a man there. Why did he have the capacity? The consecration to protect his soul. He was a man of meditation. 17 of the book of Matthew. When Elijah and Moses came to the mountain, he also changed. He hasn't died that time. What was the secret that made him to change? Transformation, conversion. Our conversation as in heaven, from where we expect a Savior who shall change our fire body. We shall not all sleep, but we shall change. We look unto him and he changes us. As we look as in a glass, we change. Change is constant. What matters is towards what direction. The reason, if you watch stories now, Jesus has made up his mind to go to core Islamic countries and he's speaking core Muslims. And he is evangelizing core Muslims from heaven because he still have right to function on earth as a man, because my king didn't lose his body. Muhammad can't do it. No other religious leader, Buddha, cannot do it. The founder of Hinduism can't do it. So Jesus is still evangelizing because he has not lost his authority over the earth. His conversion granted him opportunity to enter into the marine anytime. Anytime he wants, he will take stubborn Christians to go and show them hellfire and bring them out. As my king is the God of all realms.